cho tôi hát về tình người, tình đời bao la. Giang tay đón.
In recent years, the US-based Rare Antibody Anti-Aging Supply Corporation, or RAS for short, and its president Mr. Hoàng Kiều have become a phenomenon in Vietnam in terms of charitable works. Since 2007, the total donations that Mr. Hoàng Kiều has made to charitable activities like building houses for the poor, supporting victims of natural disasters, granting scholarship to needy but good students, helping Agent Orange victims, and building bridges, has reached over 120 billion dong. Mr. Hoàng Kiều is present at every locality, especially remote and deep-lying areas, mountainous areas, and poor countryside, to help needy people. These charitable activities happen in a simple area, but full of intimate and love atmosphere. The value of the gifts just help the needy partly overcome their difficulties, but show the affection among human beings. Over the past years, RAS has cooperated with many charitable organizations in Vietnam to help the poor people. Vietnamese government highly appreciated charitable activities of RAS for poor ones.
Chúng tôi đánh giá rất cao cái hoạt động từ thiện của ông Hoàng Kiều.
We highly appreciated the charitable activities nationwide done by Mr. Hoàng Kiều and Beauty Queens in coordination with the Central Committee of Vietnam Red Cross Society.
Đi khánh thành các ngôi nhà và trao quà cho đồng bào nghèo.
On their charitable trips, they received warm welcome of local people. The poor people were grateful for the gifts as well as the charitable deed. These people never have a chance to go abroad, so the presence of the World Beauty Queens has been a real eye-opener. Among charitable activities, RAS focuses on building houses for the poor because, as an old Vietnamese saying goes, a good shelter flourishes one's career. Since 2007, when RAS came to Vietnam, the corporation has helped the poor, building nearly 5,000 houses. The corporation provided financial assistance of 50% of the housing value, and the remainder was from local government and the public. Accordingly, the house is full of affection for disadvantaged people. With stable shelters, the poor can focus on their job and improve their living standards. According to a survey, most of beneficiaries of charitable activities have led a stable life, a big achievement made by the charitable activities.
Lần được sự giúp đỡ của là các tổ chức từ thiện, mà trong đó là có cái đoàn RAS là do ông Hoàng Kiều là
Thanks to charitable organization, especially RAS Corporation of Mr. Hoàng Kiều, each poor family had 14 million dong, a big sum of money at that time.
Tương đối về dân rồi, bởi vì lúc đang gặp khó khăn, nhà cửa ngõ thì đó là giống như một cái món quà tinh thần để động viên cho những hộ đấy, và kể cả
with that sum of money, financial assistance from the government and the beauty queens and the poor's efforts, poor people have had decent houses to focus on production for a better life. With slogan, "Beauty was the purpose," Miss World organization has always stuck to charitable activities of RAS. Every year, RAS and Miss World organization organize charitable trips with humanitarian activities to ease the financial burden on the poor. Since 2007, Mr. Hoàng Kiều and Miss World organization have given financial assistance to the poor to build houses and granted gifts to them. Each charitable trips last near half a month, but Mr. Hoàng Kiều still spent time on this trip to witness the difficulties facing the needy people and to see the significance of his work of charity. On this trip, the image of the president of a plasma producer in the world's top 10 list, a chairwoman of the planet's biggest beauty organization, and the current Miss World going to the countryside has made deep impressions on the public. With simplicity and friendliness, they inquire into disadvantaged people and help them partly overcome difficulties. The decent houses funded by charitable donations have helped poor people have a stable life. In recent years, entrepreneurs in and out of the country have done a lot of charitable activities to help disadvantaged people. Vietnam is still poor, so people in remote and deep-lying areas are in need of philanthropy. The financial assistance both at home and abroad has made great contributions to the program on hunger eradication and poverty reduction. The benefactors' gifts and assistance to the poor will gradually help them stabilize their lives.
We are Miss World who work with beauty with a purpose, and it's very important for me as the chairman of this company to make sure that we encourage young women around the world in 130 countries to take a look at not just themselves but the surroundings and how much there is great need for the children, old people, many different aspects of healthcare. And the reason I chose Vietnam was because of Mr. Hoàng Kiều. Mr. Hoàng Kiều is the chairman of RAS, and as the chairman of RAS, he inspired us to come to this beautiful country. I had heard about Vietnam, but I'd never visited. And when I came here, I saw the great work that RAS is doing. These are not just words, these are facts. And we support, because of Beauty with a Purpose, we always support good causes. And frankly, RAS has the most amazing program of healthcare, of children's scholarships, of many different aspects, housing, and there are so many social needs which we can make a difference. And through RAS, we talk about this in London, and we said this is perfect for Miss World. It's perfect because Beauty with a Purpose enables all the young women around the world to see what Vietnam is doing and to see good people like RAS and others who are generously giving, including the World Health Organization. They're all supporting this one man who has a dream to help Vietnam all he can. So we have that dream also now.
Vietnam has received a lot of aid from foreign benefactors, especially overseas Vietnamese who want to make contribution to their hometown. Notably, Mr. Hoàng Kiều, who was born in Quang Tri province, what used to be a poor locality but has a rich revolutionary tradition, has created a social effect in his works of charity. Many people wonder why Mr. Hoàng Kiều has been devoted to charity. He said he just thought that Vietnam is his hometown and he's now a successful man, so he wants to make contribution to his hometown. In addition, Mr. Hoàng Kiều calls on overseas Vietnamese to do charity to help the poor in Vietnam stabilize their lives. Specifically, Ms. Lina Nguyen, working in communication industry in the U.S., joined this charitable trip with Mr. Hoàng Kiều. She couldn't hold back her tears witnessing the disadvantaged people in Dong Ha City, Quang Tri province.